Welcome back. Let's start building our application. We got an overview. Now we need to know how to build this. What do we need? Well, we're gonna do two basic things you can see here right hand side. First is a text editor, because we need somewhere to type and save the file. Then you're going to need a browser so you can open file, case HTML, browse, and go to the application. There are many text editors out there. There are many browsers out there. It's up to you to choose whatever you like. For this lesson, I'll be using Atom, my text editor here. It's this one on the right hand side. For the browser, I will be using Chromium. There are other browsers out there, such as Firefox, Safari, Edge, Chrome, Opera, Brave, so on. Choose the one of your like. Okay, so we're going to need a directory in our file system so we can start putting the files there. And you can do that many ways. I like doing things in the command line. Linux Mac users can use the terminal if you're liking. Windows users can use CMD or the PowerShell. We'll do a lot more stuff command line later on, but for now, you can get by if you just use the file manager of your operating system. In this case, I'm using Ubuntu Linux. So I have the directory right here that I already created. I named my directory write-something. So I want you to create that folder, so we're going to start writing files there. Now I already wrote this file here, readme.txt is just a file you can see on the right hand side of the screen here. Anyway, let's create a new file in the directory. I'm going to call it index.html. Oops. This is where we're going to define the structure of the application. Okay, so we're going to be using HTML. The .html format is for hypertext markup language files. This will define the structure of our website, our web page, application, whatever. Initially, it will be just a plain website. And once the website becomes interactive, that's when it becomes an actual application, web application. Now it'll be just a web page. Anyway, let's get started. We're going to do HTML. So for HTML, the syntax is like XML. We're going to use tags, and inside those tags, we're going to add more tags. And inside those tags, we can have some content, like the text somewhere. Or you can define metadata for the page. So let's get started. The most basic tag is HTML tag. It covers all the other tags. So when you write a tag, you first open it using the angle brackets surrounding the name of the tag. In this case, you have less than, name of the tag, greater than. Now, when you open a tag, always remember to close it. So I already did it here. To close it, just place a slash. Type the same thing you typed when you open, except you have to type a slash right after the less than. Less than, slash HTML, close with angle brackets. So we have a tag here. Now inside the tag, you can add more tags. I can nest things. So typically, you're always going to have this basic structure. HTML tag, and then inside you have two more tags. That's going to be the head. And then we have the body. Oops, I did close it early. Okay, head and the body. So I usually like to use two-space indentation for all my web development. That's what I'll be using. Whenever I open a tag, I'll add some indentation. When I close the tag, I'll revert one level to the left. So in the head tag, you typically put metadata related to your website. In this case, we're just going to be interested in one for now, and that's going to be the title. So I'm going to use the title tag. define the title for this website. I'm gonna write something here. So the title is what appears, you know, when you are in the browser and you have the tabs. So this text in the tab, like MDN Web Docs or Epson, this is the text that comes from the title tag. Okay, so get back here. That's it. Now for the body, it's the actual content that the user will see. So the body, we're gonna have something. Content goes here. Just to know, to test it out. Now we have written the very basic HTML tag. Now there's one more tag that I would like to point out. That's a Doctype, a special kind of tag, so you can tell the browser, hey, I'm gonna use a certain version of the HTML. So it's gonna be less than exclamation doc type space HTML, like this. This will tell the browser, hey, this document uses HTML version 5. Because in the past there used to be other versions of HTML, so now we have this tag called Doctype to tell the browser what version we're using. The HTML most recent version at the time we're recording this, most popular one, and the one to go for now. Anyway, that's a Doctype. Now we have written the structure, very simple web city. Now how can we see what we wrote in the browser? Just open the file in the browser. So many ways to do that. I could, maybe your text editor, you can right click and open in the browser or something. I have showing file manager where it shows the file here in the manager. I can right click the HTML file and open in the browser. That'll be a choice. Or I can drag and drop. That works too. See. So I dragged and drop it, it works. Okay, so you can see the title of the page is here, write something, also in the tab. And the content, whatever we wrote in the body goes here. If you want to see the source code for what we wrote, you can right click and you can see view page source. In the browser will show you, this is the source code for whatever was rendered on the screen. And that's exactly what we wrote. Nice. So every time you make a change to your source code here, you gotta save the file. Then in the browser, go here and refresh. Might be hotkeys for that. For example, in my case is Control R. Using Mac might be Command R to reload or refresh the page. Okay, so we wrote our very basic structure. So let's take a break for now and we'll continue the lesson.